I want to know, should Harry Reid bring this to a vote to get all these Republican senators on record in the Senate? What do you think?
Absolutely. This is the most right-wing extremist piece of legislation that I've ever seen in my life. It is a massive transfer of wealth from the middle class and working families to the very wealthiest people in this country. Ed, what we have to understand, this is not about deficit reduction. These guys want to give $1 trillion of tax breaks to the wealthiest people in this country when they convert Medicare into a voucher program and make savage cuts in Medicaid, and they also want to move toward the privatization of Social Security. So what you're talking about now is the Robin Hood proposal in reverse. We're taking from the poor and working families and give to the very, very wealthy. If the Republicans like this idea, let's have that vote on the Senate floor. Let them vote for it.
I agree. I mean, this is really would be some great theater to see these Republican senators out there after what the House members got out on the road the last few days, make them come back and pony up to it or distance themselves from it. Here's the other thing. What does muddy the waters mean, in your opinion? What do you think their strategy is right now?
Well, to deflect attention from what they are doing or going on a counterattack. That's really what it means. But what is most interesting, Ed, is every poll that I have seen suggests that the Republicans now are doing exactly the opposite of what the American people want.
Sure.
Poll after poll says, you know what? When the rich are getting richer and the middle class is disappearing, ask the wealthy to pay a little bit more in taxes so we can move to deficit reduction in a fair way. What did the Republicans say? No way. More tax breaks for the very rich. You just indicated there are polls out there that say, hey, don't cut Medicare, don't cut Medicaid. That's exactly what the Republicans are doing. We now have the opportunity, I believe, if we're tough, if we're strong, if we're focused, of putting these guys on the defensive and making everybody in America understands what their agenda is.
Now, Senator Coburn yesterday on record saying that he would go along with a tax increase if it was revenue neutral or the net effect of the taxes. Look, you're either going to raise revenue on rich people or you're not. Do you think the Republicans will ever do that in what they are calling a budget crisis?
What this is a lot of hocus pocus. What they are saying is, well, we're willing to do away with some of these loopholes, and we just announced a couple of weeks ago a list of 10 major corporations, Ed, who made billions and billions of dollars in profits, who either paid nothing in taxes or actually got a rebate from the IRS. So what the Republicans are saying, well, we're willing to take a look at some of those outrageous loopholes, maybe the tax havens in the Cayman Islands and Bermuda. But on the other hand, what we want to do is lower the corporate tax rate, so it's revenue neutral. I think we want to do away with these loopholes, raise revenue, use it for deficit reduction instead of slashing Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security.
Senator, great to have you with us tonight. I'm sure it's going to change your career now that I said that you're my favorite senator. You are. And
thank you very much.
You know, look, you're a guy that has been consistent. You are a senator who has always put the people first and put the concerns of the middle class first. And if we had more Bernie Sanders in the Senate, we wouldn't have these little gangs of six out there that I have no clue what the heck they're trying to do. Because I think the three Democrats that are on the gang of six, they're just buying into the Republican talking points and they are caving. The big three should be off the table, non-negotiable. Let's go down the road for a couple of years of taxing the rich and then come back and visit it again and see where our treasury is. That's what I think. Senator, great to have you with us tonight. I appreciate your time. Remember